Okay, welcome everybody, and I'm going to need to mute my laptop here. I do apologize if you guys heard an echo in the stream. That was my fault, and I need to fix my drawing pad because this thing is tangled. Because I might have been responsible for tangling it during the turtle stream. So it's just a matter of unplugging it. I got the wrong cord. And then taking it, tangling it, and then putting it back in. Okay. The chat is not really supposed to reset when we change scenes. But we'll have to go back through Restream settings to fix that. So, I have not played this game. I have watched gameplay of it. So I have a general idea what I'm looking at. This game was not released in the States. So everything that you're going to see is going to probably be in the British translation. So see if we can't get this started. Okay. Well, I don't need to read that. You already know that this is the work of fiction. It's okay, Di. This is the manager of Red Crown. How may I help you? Oh, so sorry about that. We'll send another salesman right. Shall find out where the hell that Bimble Hyde is at. I didn't even get a chance to read all that. That was way too quick. Relax, Ed. I'm just taking a bit of a breather. Breather? This is work, not some kind of game. Whoa, 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 boss. You don't want to pop a vessel. What, Hyde? I've had enough of your bull. You're fired. Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Phoenix. The name's Kyle Hyde. I'm a salesman for a 2-bit company called Red Crown. It sounded like you were terminated. Quit my detective job in Manhattan and got out of the city a good 4 years ago. On the surface, Red Crown makes deliveries. Household stuff, nothing exciting. Behind the scenes, the boss has a racket going to find certain things. Things that don't want to be found, if you know what I mean. That's where I come in. I travel places and look for things. It ain't all dazzles and lights, but I'm not gonna hang it up just yet. And again, December 18th, 1980. That's the day Ed finally grew a pair and sent me on my way. I dragged my sorry ass to the dump I'm used to calling home. Yes, this is the sequel. This takes place the year after the other game. Okay, hold on a sec. Call me Leo. You've been told this before. Hey, is that? Okay, let's get this woman to talk. Oh, I guess it's maybe. Hey, Tony. Huh? Oh, it's a guy. Well, if it ain't Mr. Hyde. So long time no see. Long time? You serious? It's been, what, 3 days since we last bumped into each other? That's not exactly a long time. You were told this before. My name is Leo, not Acme. How many times do I have to drill this into your head? And yes, you will probably experience some buffering because I have rain outside and it may interfere with the stream. Trust me, seeing you once every 3 days is plenty. Come on, man, you're killing me here. Don't be so cold. Tony. I did not say it once to you, Phoenix. I've said it to you several times in the past. So don't give me that one crap. I don't care if you delete his message or time him out. He needs to learn. He cannot be acting that way in my chat. Guy's name is Tony Wolf. A musician lives across the hall. Not exactly a platinum seller though. Schedule full of free time and broke to boot. Living the big free and easy. Yeah. Living the big free and easy. That's what it's supposed to be. Just past the dame in sunglasses on the way in. She's a friend of yours? Ah, the classy lady in the big hat? Nope, no friend of mine. Doesn't live here either. Came to visit someone, I guess. At least, I don't think she lives here anymore. Hopefully. Helpful, Tony. Real helpful. Oh, come on, man. You in love with her or something? No, just curious. Yeah, sure. Give the brain cell of yours a rest, why don't you? Speaking of rest, I got somewhere to be. So you're taking off already? Not exactly the chatty type, are you? No chit-chat for you, old pal Tony. Alright, let me see what we got here. Comes up as neither will cause red shadow. Alright, let's pick the top one then. Tony, we're just living in the same building. Doesn't exactly make us best friends, you know. We're cool, right? I mean, I live right across from you and all. Under the same roof for 4 years now. That's gotta count for something. I mean, you're like family, man. Seriously? Hey, that reminds me. I got this favor to ask. Us being buddies and all, this should be good. Here's the deal. I got this need for a little cash real quick. My mom's sick and had to check into the hospital. You know what? You know how it is. In a nutshell, I need to scrape together $1,000 to cover it all. I hate to rain on your parade, pal, but I don't have that kind of money. $1,000 cheap for a hospital bill today. If you actually think about it, that is very cheap for a hospital bill. With inflation and stuff, $1,000 is pocket money. Hospital bills aren't that cheap anymore. And there's me thinking you're swimming in it. Think I'd be living in a dump like this if I was? Listen, if I had that sort of cash lying around, I'd throw you a bone. But it ain't me. But it ain't there. What a drag. Back to square one then. Where am I gonna come up with that kind of cash now? Here's an idea. You can go get a job and work for it. In 1980, you could get a $200 paycheck, if not a little bit more, and in a month you could probably make about $1,000. No, I should have gone teetotal. Teetotal? Now, Tony, why do I get the feeling you're not being entirely straight with me? No, man, you must have heard me wrong. I just want to see how much of a friend you were, that's all. Same old Tony. You surely think I've forgotten the crap you pulled 2 weeks ago? Don't say it, man! We've been through this! Okay. It wasn't your mom then. It was your brother. You came to me with some sob story about getting him out to the hospital. And like a fool, I passed you the taxi fare, and then, what do you know? That hospital was a restaurant, and your brother was some broad. I said I'm sorry, man. I said it like a million times already. I wasn't thinking straight. Didn't mean any harm. You know that, right? Cross my heart, I wouldn't try a stunt like that again. You got my word. Yeah, and the rest? Why have I got a funny feeling of deja vu right about now? I ain't no fortune teller, but I predict I'll be hearing it next month too. Are you for real? Next month? Yeah, that's rich. You know damn well there won't be any more of our little chats next month. Alright, I want to choose. Alright. Oh, we got left meaning? Are you kidding me? After we got that letter, I really don't have a choice. What letter are you referring to, man? What letter are you talking about? Man, I'm talking about that letter Patrice sent out. It was all made plain and simple in there. Which letter would that be? Tell me you got the letter. We all got them about a week ago. Everyone in the building got one. First I've ever heard of it. You serious? You haven't read the letter? And you call me irresponsible? What a joke. Can it, Tony? What are you talking about? Do you even check your mailbox ever? Why am I asking? Why am I even asking? Last time I snuck a peek, yours was packed solid. Let's just say I'm not the kind of guy who has pen pals. Bills and other junk, they don't deserve my time. Sloppy, real sloppy. You're lucky to hold on a job with an attitude like that. That's supposed to be a joke? What's my job got to do with this? Let's get back on track. What exactly did this letter say? Told us all to get our stuff and clear out. Just like that? No reason? Nothing? Apparently our lovely landlady threw in the towel and decided to sell up. Place is gonna get knocked down in what I heard. What a day. First Ed drops the bombshell, then I hear this place is being sold. Hey guys, there's a voice coming down the stairs. Looks like someone's coming down. Hey! Hey, Tony! Betty, how you doing? You looking your usual fine self? Always the gentleman. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Is everything okay? Her name's Betty Mayer. Rents room 203 and sells trinkets in a little accessory shop nearby. Always polite to everyone. Can't say I'm her biggest fan though. So, what are you guys talking about? Get this. Senior Hyde here didn't know about the big eviction. Really? I thought everyone knew. Except me, apparently. Tony was just filling me in. I'd been less informed than me. You couldn't make this stuff up. Claims he never even saw this letter. Would have just gone about his normal routine if I hadn't broke the news. No way! How could you not know? That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's right. Laugh it up. Oh, I'm sorry, but you have to admit it's pretty ironic. Now I thought about it. Now I think about it, kind of fits it nicely with your personality. My personality? Type B, Mr. Hyde. You always act so focused. Then again, I guess we all have our quirks. Enough of the character profiling doc. They always act like we're sharing a college dorm or something. But the truth is, we barely even know each other around here. Hey Betty, you got a place lined up for after you move out? What do you mean? You know, like, somewhere to stay? Oh, that? Yeah, I'm all set. Lease is signed and sealed. In fact, I'll be out of here next week. Wasting no time, eh? So, what are you going to be living from now on? Why'd you keep it all to yourself? We're buddies, aren't we? Now, Tony. If I go giving away my new digs, I have a feeling I'm going to find you lurking around in the shadows. Me? Lurking? Don't take it personally, but this is one thing I think I'll keep from my real friends. Okay, I get it, Betty. But hey, our friendship's just blooming. If we work it work at it, it could become a thing of beauty. What do you say? We could chat over a latte, catch up on some old times, you know, all that stuff. Come on, Tony. Anyways, I've got to dash. Don't want to be late for my date. Get you guys later. Damn. Looks like I blew my chance. You think? She's got no idea of the headache she causes. Just casts me aside like I'm not even there. Face it, Tony. You don't exactly exude charisma. Yeah, thanks for that, friend. Way to kick a man when he's down, right? Sometimes I wonder when I'm gonna get myself out of this rut. Can't even drown my sorrows in a bottle without any cash. I don't know, maybe I'll go for a stroll. Taking the night air. Later, man. Okay. Okay, they want me to head for the stairs. Before I do that, let's see what we have here. I guess I don't have to head for the stairs. The door in the lobby opens and out comes a person. Hello, Mr. Hyde. May I have a word? Okay, hey Sprocket, welcome to the chat. She's the landlady. So that's right now a big spoiler for everybody. She's the landlady. But we're working at this together, so you're gonna find it out anyways. Mrs. Patrice. Margaret Patrice. Her name is Margaret Patrice. Owner of Cape West Apartments. Lives here on the first floor. Took over when this place was a rundown hotel and fixed it up into apartments. To the locals, she's known as Megs. I could have sworn I just heard Mr. Wolf's voice a moment ago. He was here. You just missed him. He was rambling about needing some fresh air. Oh, is that so? What a shame. I don't want to ignore. Wait, should I? Let's see. Let's see. Hey. Because I always hit that little yellow thing on the other playthrough because it gives me these questions. Because I can dig out for more clues. I can choose. What do you mean? Mr. Wolf not being present. I was hoping to bring a pressing matter to his attention. What could be so pressing? What is it that's so pressing? Do you need to ask Tony something? Yes, I do. It's a fairly important thing, too. Important? It's about his rent. Let me guess. He's come up short. Quite. This month marks the 4th in a row he hasn't settled his bill. That's going to ask him to clear his slate today. Typical Tony. Squirming your way out of another financial situation. Looks like you got a problem there. Yeah, I had hoped he'd be a little more forthcoming. After all, the rest of the tenants are such nice people. It's just Mr. Wolf, really. I suppose there's always one, though. Trouble does tend to follow him around. Actually, while I have you here, Mr. Hyde, it's a small matter of your rent, too. Yeah, about that. I'll expect $400 in total from you then, Mr. Hyde. $400! Anybody want their rent to be $400 today? $400 rent today is actually pretty good rent money. You're not going to see that today. Not unless you have a landlord that's can get away with low rent. If you could make sure it reaches me by this weekend, that would be perfect. Got it, by the weekend. There is one other tiny matter, Mr. Hyde. Another one? Yes, concerning your mailbox. I know you're a busy man, but if you could spare a couple of minutes to remove some of the clutter, it'd be most appreciated. I always check when I pass, and room 202's mailbox is practically overflowing. Roger that, I'll take a look. Much obliged, Mr. Hyde. Well, I think that's my cue to go. Before you go, may I ask you something? What is it? Why did you decide to sell this place all of a sudden? I had a feeling you'd ask. Originally, I had no intention of giving this place up. But you know, sometimes unexpected things happen and, well, it's complicated. How's the situation complicated? Were you against selling the apartments? It really is quite complicated. I'd rather not discuss it. Why not? I don't think that's any of your concern, Mr. Hyde. I'd be grateful if you could refrain from asking me again. Let's see. Alright. When Meg asked Kyle to refrain from asking her again, tap the ignore icon and just let it slide. Okay, well, we're going to have to ignore this. Because if I press the matter anymore, it's going to push the button. What could have happened? I guess I better bite my tongue and let it slide for now. It's not easy for a widow like me to take care of a place like this, you know. I can trust you understand that, can't I? Yes. Truth be told, my dad died and left my mom a widow too. Sorry to hear that. So your situation is not exactly alien to me. It's nice to know that there's still some understanding people out there. I noticed there's a lot of demolition around these parts lately. Your predicament wouldn't be anything to do with that, would it? Well, I can't say they haven't been hassling me a little, but that's not the main reason. Maybe we will get some answers. So you're saying that this is a cast iron reason behind this? I'm not going to comment on that. And I don't think you should be prying either. Please don't pay it any mind. sorry things have turned out this way, Mr. Hyde. I really am. I think it's time for me to be on my way too. Meg heads back into her room. So all good things is going to come to an end soon. $400 by this weekend, that's a tall order. Not in 2023, it's not. I can assure you that $400 would be very easy because many people are taking home between $300 to $500 a week. And back in 1980, I could see how it could be a struggle. I better make a note of this in my notebook. So they want me to write in my notebook this time. All right. Okay. Alright. So now we go and examine the mailbox, because that was what I was doing before, because I never even tried to go up the stairs. So these are our mailbox here. I do like that they give me the instructions here. Are for the tenants of the second floor. That's what we want, right? These mailboxes are for the third floor tenants. Alright. As expected, full of mail. Suppose I better take a look at it. So I can look at my notebook here. Seven to the left, 7 to the left, 1 to the right. Damn. Can't remember the combination. I got it written down though. Not exactly secure, but any thief out there is welcome to my bills. So we got the 7. We gotta go left again. And then we have to go right. So these, if you guys ever used combination locks before, you know how tedious they can be. And I'm kind of glad that was not nearly as tedious as the previous game. Been a long time since I saw this much mail jammed in here. Now to find the one from Meg's. I think this would be it. Here we are. Picked up the eviction notice from among the mail. Eviction notice reads, "My dear tenants, after much deliberation, I have chosen to sell this property. The new owner plans to have the building demolished, so it is my unfortunate duty to inform you of the need to vacate at your earliest convenience. Further information will be posted on the notice board in the coming days. December 10th. According to the date, this thing arrived about a week ago. There's a small white envelope lying on the floor, which kind of looks like somebody else. Thought so. It's from the credit card company. They want me to sign up for more plastic. They still do this now. This looks like a bill. There's a white envelope lying on the floor. Bad news, I expect. Oh, my phone bill. No point opening it. I rarely use that thing. Another bill, looks like. There's a brown envelope lying on the floor. Nothing special. Just an advert for some TV shopping track. Hello. There's a flyer of some sort on the floor. What's this? Looks like it might not be entirely useless. I stashed the flyer between the old letters, picked up the mound of mail and put it in my case. That wasn't that bad. Oh. I hate when I have hair in my eyes. And then you try to blow it off or move it away, it still stays there. Alright. Let's figure out what I need to do here. I am using a guide, yes. I am going to try to do the same as I did last time. I'm going to do 2 chapters per stream. Alright, return to the dial. Tap the glowing dot and move the dial left and counterclockwise fashion until the arrow points to 7 and you'll hear a click. Have to slide your stylus slowly because the game doesn't seem that responsive. Turn to the left again. Tap the letter. Head up the stairs to the 2nd floor. I guess they want me to go to the notebook. Useful information. Message text. Fast forward. Quick walk. Message log. Okay, this just tells me how to play the game, it looks like. Simple D. Okay. Well, I'm not interested in fast forwarding it. Quick walk. I already know about the quick walk. Okay, the message log is brand new. Because I didn't really have a message log in the last one. So it is, it's good that they added that because I could actually go back and take a look at some messages I have missed, probably. Alright. Up the stairs to the 2nd floor. Kyle sees someone coming down the stairs. Alright. Someone's coming down the stairs. Hey, who's there? What's the guy doing with a hammer? Hey, you. What? What are you doing there? Me? What am I? I was just wandering around and thinking a few things through. Thinking? You serious? Yeah. Is that a crab now? And I suppose the hammer Helps you concentrate, right? You want to tell me what you're really up to? This? Oh, I use this to fix the place up. Fix the place up? That's right. I was checking the hallways and doors, making sure it's all shipshape. This guy goes by the name of Dylan Fitcher. Lives in room 304. He's a plumber and a general handyman. Got a glum look about him. Wouldn't make a very good clown at a kid's party. How come you get lumped with the building repairs? Don't know. Mrs. Patrice asked if I wouldn't mind. Mrs. Patrice? Yeah. You must have noticed I got all the tools already. Got a hammer, sprainer, everything I need to fix the plumbing. So that's why she asked you. Must be convenient to have a free handy man. I guess so. Guess I'm the only one who didn't know you'd took care of all this. Could be. You're the only one who's ever quizzed me like this. Yeah, well, can't be too careful. Why are you even fixing the place up anyways? It's going to be torn down, right? Sounds like a big fat waste of time to me. Mrs. Patrice was very clear. She told me to keep the place in good order. Right up until the last day when the deed changed hands. Interesting. Anyways, I gotta rush. Dylan walks off. Okay. Head all the way down the hallway to Kyle's room. Okay. Looks like it's locked. Use my key to unlock the door. And I got a letter. Something jammed in the door catches my eye as it falls to the ground. Must be because she couldn't fit the letter in there. What the? I picked it up and took a look. What the hell is this? No name, nothing. Looks like I got me an anonymous letter. I take the anonymous letter and enter the room. Damn, I gotta be out of this place within a month. Didn't see that coming. Did you, Kyle? I'll be honest with you. His room looked better in Hotel Dusk. This here looks like a pad. I placed my suitcase on the table next to the wall. My trusty case has certainly seen its fair share of action. Feels like I've been dragging this thing around all my life. Inherited it from my old man after he died. Started putting it to good use after quitting the force and working for Ed. Since then, we've pretty much gone in everywhere together. Got my jacket on the sofa. Oh, right. I should take another look at that letter. I opened the envelope and unfolded the note. Maybe this note came from the lady that left. typing on there is a little weird. Still the Scarlet Star, which disappeared. Inside I found a letter, a typed letter. Item. Locate the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. An order? What kind of order is this? Getting an order directly from a client never happened. This has got to be some sort of joke. Put the letter on the table. That's the phone. The ring suddenly stopped. That's weird. The lamp on the answering phone is flashing. There's an answering phone. What's up? It makes me feel less guilty about ignoring calls. The first thing I hear on the tape is a young woman's voice. Hey Kyle, it's me. Looks like you're not home yet, huh? The voice of a Nightingale. That's our Rachel. You've really pushed Ed off to the deep end this time. What are you going to do? Don't get blind drunk and do something stupid, okay? I'll call again in the morning. Damn. Looks like Ed wasn't just letting off steam this time. Like there's another message recorded. Hear the voice of a man I don't recognize. Kyle Hyde. Who the hell's that? I have an order for you. Your request has been taken directly to your room. What did he say? The request was brought directly to my room? At least there's no doubt about that, where that letter came from now. I knew there was something not quite right about that letter. I better take another look. I reread the letter I found jammed into the door. Item. Locate the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at the Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. So first, I need to find out what this Scarlet Star is. Actually, come to think of it, is this even a genuine order? Well, one thing's for sure, this was a hotel 13 years ago. But why is something from that long ago appearing on an order? Moreover, what the hell is Scarlet Star? Okay. As the night drags on, the fatigue drags me to bed. Not exactly a sound night's rest. Can't recall how many times I woke up. Just can't seem to fall into one of those deep slumbers. 4 years ago, after quitting the force and leaving Manhattan, I ended up working for Ed. I knew all about my past, but still gave me work. Or he knew all about my past, but still gave me work. Ed introduced me to the world of locating things that didn't want to be found. The special service isn't published, but it proves to be quite a flourishing business. But now Ed's canned me and it's all come to an end. Then this. Why'd such a bizarre order make its way directly to me? These kind of things normally go through Ed first. Does this mean that his little side business isn't as secret as he thinks? Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain why I've been roped into this. I realize I'm not going to get to sleep and stop trying. Step out of bed, head to the window, and open the blinds. As I lean on the glass, I take into the view that stretches out before me. I should be looking right at the old LA night I know so well. But tonight, something feels slightly different. As I idly stare through the glass at what's beyond, my mind wanders back to the day's events. It's December 18th, 1980. Ed gave me my marching orders and I dragged myself home. There was something waiting in the lobby when I got there. So, we are already at questions now. This actually is the end of chapter 1. Right. That's when I ran into... Who did we run into? It's a very short chapter. Well, we didn't run into her first, no. That'd be correct. First one we met was Tony. Right. I met Tony right after I got into the door. He was the one who dropped the bombshell about those apartment closing. After Tony and I went our separate ways, I got into a conversation with Mags. Curiosity got the better of me and I asked why she decided to sell the place. The reason she gave me was, no, that would not be the reason. Yep, it would be her own reason. She basically didn't say anything. Yeah, that's right. Meg's is feeling the strain of running this place alone and decided to sell. She also mentioned another reason for selling, but wouldn't elaborate. After that, I checked my mailbox and agreed and went up to my room. I opened the door just like any other night and went inside. There's a couple of messages waiting for me on my answering phone. The second one caught my attention. It was, Yes, it was from a guy that you didn't recognize. Exactly. The voice I heard wasn't one I recognized. He told me that he left me an order to locate something for him. I normally get this kind of thing from Ed, but this time it came directly to me. It didn't exactly instill the most positive of feelings inside me. December 18th, 1980. I waited in my apartment mulling over what my next step was. I had an uneasy feeling and couldn't seem to shake it. At that point, I didn't have any clue about the bigger picture. Scarlet Star, something lost at Hotel Cape West some 25 years ago. Why did that order sheet come directly to me? And how does this all connect to this past? I'm worried the search might set me on a path to something I might not want to know. You can now read the events of this chapter in the last window novel. God dang, you're slow. I hope the next chapters aren't that slow. Alright, we're going to enter this chapter 2. December 19th, 1980. The alarm in my cramped apartment starts to beep. Okay. Oh, come on. Can't you let me get just a little more shut-eye? I would live with an alarm clock like that. Matter of fact, I think in today's time, that alarm clock wouldn't wake most people up. We want an alarm clock that goes like this. Reet, 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 reet. Something that is annoying and is going to make us jump to the ceiling. I'm not going back to bed now. Every morning I have to fight the temptation to get a gun and shoot the damn thing. Guess the only way to stop the damn beeping is to get up and hit it myself. Okay, I get it. I left my weary head from the pillow and opened my tired eyes. On the table beside my bed is the damn alarm clock. Come on, hide focus. I can't believe I had to actually turn the alarm clock off. 8 o'clock already. If I still had my job, this would be my cue to get up. Guess I don't need to worry about that kind of thing anymore, though. Throw my head back down on the pillow and fall asleep again. Nope. Nope, I got a bigger alarm clock. Great. Now the phone's ringing. Reach out of my bed and grab the receiver. Yeah? From your voice, it sounds like you're still in bed. Who's this? It's me, Kyle. I have a feeling this is his mother. Oh, Kyle. You don't remember your mother's voice after only half a year? Mom? So it's my mom, Jenny. She had a tough time after my old man passed away. Had to raise me on her own. Now she lives by herself in New Jersey working as a nurse. If you don't drag yourself out of bed soon, you'll be late for work, you know. I'm taking today off. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have saved this call for another time to let you rest. Don't sweat it. I was planning on getting up. No, anyway. But why are you calling me this early? Something up? Well, actually there is. It's been on my mind since last night. I got a call from someone calling himself Rex Foster. Rex Foster? He said he wanted to ask me a couple of questions. He was keen to know if I was the mother of Kyle Hyde, ex-New York detective. When I told him I was, he continued with something that caught me off guard. He asked whether you were still searching for Bradley or not. What did you tell him? I said I didn't know. That's all he wanted to know. In fact, once I answered his question, he hung up. I need to know, though. Are you still looking for Bradley, Kyle? That's ancient history, Mom. I'm done looking for Bradley. Brian Bradley, my partner back from when I was a cop in New York. 4 years ago, he was working undercover, and it turned out he was on the take. He was my good friend. After I put a bullet in him, I quit the force. That's probably for the best. Yeah, maybe. Who is this Rex Foster anyways? Can't say the name rings a bell. And Mom? Do you get any more calls from strangers asking you questions? I know what you're going to say, but I thought he might be a friend of yours. He's not, I told you. I don't know the guy. I don't know anybody who'd call my mom to snoop around for info. Okay, I understand. Glad to hear it. Anyways, I gotta go, Mom. Kyle, wait. What now? How's things with Ed? Yeah, about that. Ed, boss of Red Crown. He and my old man were buddies in a sense. They both drank at the same bar, and they got to talking a lot. It's been 25 years since the incident in the downtown parking lot. When an officer on patrol came across my dad's body. It was Ed, a member of the Los Angeles police force at the time, that found him. When you said to me you were going to work for Ed, Kyle, I couldn't work it out. You're just not the salesman type. I worry about you even now. I'm your mother. It's in the job description. Look, Mom, I'm 34 years old. I think it's about time you ease up on the worrying a bit. You're probably right. Just, you're the same age your father was when he died, and... No, you're right. I worry too much. I'll let you go now, Kyle. Have a nice day off, and look after yourself. I was wide awake after that chat I had with my mom. Gave up trying to get back to sleep and dragged myself out of bed. Guess I was still in work mode. No late sleeping for me. I make my way to the sink and turn on the tap. Splash cold water over my face, giving my senses a sharp wake-up call. Feeling a lot more alert, I pull out some clothes and get dressed. Still feel a strange lack of focus. Can't quite get my head together. There isn't anything I feel like doing right now. Before I know it, I find myself slumped on the sofa. I slowly begin to gain a little clarity as I sit there, but there's something about hearing my mom's voice after all this time. That and the fact that I'm blankly staring at the worn out wallpaper in my room. Sends me plunging back through my thoughts to a point somewhere in the past. I started reminiscing about Los Angeles, the place I was born and raised. Then about my dad, Chris Hyde. He was a man with little to say, so into his work that he was rarely home. My mom was working as a nurse back then too. I'd come home from school every day only to be greeted by an empty apartment. I was 9 years old when my dad died. 2 days after he left for a job, he wound up dead in a parking lot somewhere downtown. I recall Mom crying for a solid week after it happened. After she managed to get her feelings together, she packed her stuff and took us off to start a new life in Manhattan. Why did my dad have to die like that? Who wanted him dead? And why did he have to leave town? I had all these questions going around in my head, but Mom wasn't talking. Seven years into our new life in Manhattan, when I was 16 years old, my mom decided to start talking to me about Dad. She chose this time to reveal something I didn't know about my dad. She told me that he used to be a safecracker. He'd reached the point where he wanted to wash his hands out of it. But after he left home to do his last job, he never returned. His death was explained, the case remains unsolved to this day. 6 years from then, I became a detective. Still remember the words my mom said to me on that day about my old man. She said that now I'm a detective, I can uncover the truth behind his death. I took her words lightly. After all I knew about being in this line of work, I knew that getting to the bottom of the mystery surrounding a man's death could lead to the truth that relatives of the deceased wouldn't want to hear. Even with the tools I had at my disposal, I wasn't willing to dig. I quit the job and still don't know the truth. I return from my trance-like state, draw a long, deep breath, stand up from the sofa. Just me and my thoughts. Okay. Fairy water. Alright. Let's head towards the door and let's get another phone call. Huh? It's the phone again. Hey there. With the receiver pressed against my ear, I hear a familiar voice. Hi, Rachel. How you doing, handsome? I've been better. Sure you have. Things could be a lot worse, though. For someone who lost their job yesterday, you sound okay, at least. Well, I'm not exactly full of sunshine and happiness, you know. Same old Kyle. Always got something on your mind. Head around? You just stepped out, not 5 minutes ago. Said anything about me? Yeah, you've come up in a conversation. He said that if you call, not to bother letting him know. Damn. Sounds like he's really blown a gasket this time. And then some. Can you blame him now? Some people might say he made the right choice. 3 days after leaving on a job and not a single phone call or check-in. Didn't even show up at the place you were supposed to be heading to. Maybe I did kind of have it coming. Still, even given the circumstances, why he chose now to fire you. I mean, it's not like this is the first time you've slacked off on a job. He did something. Hey, did something happen between you two? Could have been because I told him I don't want to do this kind of work anymore. Yeah, that'd do it. Line myself up for a bullet there, I suppose. Do you know what when he'll be back? There's something he and I need to discuss. He'll be back after lunchtime. Said he's going to listen to the election candidate speeches. Really? Doesn't sound like the Ed I know. He's always raging on about how much he hates politics. He mentioned that one of the people running for mayor is an ex-boss of his. A guy called Hugh Speck. The whole thing's going to be televised too. It'll be on at 9. Right. Well, as soon as he gets back, get me on the phone. Oh, one other thing. You had a phone call earlier. Someone going by the name of Rex Foster. Ring any bells? What? I just said that you were on holiday and he hung up. He's a friend of yours? Definitely not. Same guy called my mom last night too. Mom? What did he want? That's what I want to find out. Seems he already knew I used to be a detective though. Rachel, can you do me a favor? If he calls again, let me know. Gotcha. And I'll be in touch when Ed gets back. Keep your page around, okay? Roger that. I don't envy Rachel. She's Ed's PA. But also she struggles to keep me and Ed civil. Come to think of it, she's the only woman I'm happy to be totally open with. I reached into my pocket and switched on my pager. Rex Foster. Why is this guy keeping tabs on me? Okay, 9 o'clock. Nine o'clock already. That's when Rachel said that they start showing the speeches on the news. Guess if Ed's made the effort to drag himself along to listen, might as well switch on the TV and give it a try. Got nothing better to do. Okay. So there is a TV here. There's a TV on the table. Doesn't look like much, but at least it works. There's an old cartoon on TV. Pinky Rabbit, huh? Just take it back. I used to love this guy. Alright, found the news. Hugh Speck, the most prominent candidate in this election, will be giving his campaign speech momentarily. And 5 News is here with live coverage of that speech. Stay tuned. Answering the cheers from the crowd, Hugh Speck takes the podium. Speck is a retired LAPD officer and is even now working to stamp out petty and organized crime in the city. Today at 4 p.m., 5 will be airing an exclusive look at the man himself. Don't forget to tune in. This is Robert Harrison from 5 News signing off. Hugh Speck, an ex-cop and also Ed's old boss, trying to become mayor now. Ambiguous guy. Looks like he's got a special TV slot at 4 o'clock. Think I'll check it out. Okay, let's see what we have to do next. To avoid all the annoying shows and static between comments on the messages to the tap the channel selector in the lower left corner 3 times for the red button is facing in the south corner direction. When the news is done and for again. Okay. Looks like we're going to not be leaving the hotel room anytime soon. Alright. So we're going to try to head to the door again. Someone buzzed my room. Who's there? Cool, you're still here. Great. What do you want? You know what time it is, right? Trust me, man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. It's always important with you. Go on, spit it. I need your help. Like, really need your help. Hey, calm down, will you? Spit it out. What's wrong? Thanks. Just hear me out, okay? Come with me. I need you to help me out of a fix with some quick thinking. Quick thinking? Yeah, I'm being squeezed by the chick down the hall, but she's got it all wrong. What the hell are you babbling on about, Tony? You better start making sense pretty soon, or you're out of here. All right, let me catch my breath. It's really bad. I mean, it's worse than really bad. What could be that bad? She's shouting out some crazy stuff saying I'm a no good thief. She thinks you're a thief? Come on, Tony. What did you do this time? Yeah, that's right. Take one look at me and send me downtown. I'm innocent. Can't tell you how much I've tried telling her. She thinks I've snatched her ring. She keeps screaming it over and over. Ring? Who thinks you've stolen the ring? Marie. That's who. She's made up her mind and won't listen to reason. Marie? You know, the chick living in room 206. She's a blonde who moved in around half a year back. Stuck up one, right? So we're clear? Anyways, Marie lost her ring somewhere and now she's accusing me. I'm drawing a total blank. Why does Marie think it was you that stole her ring? Search me. She gotta have a reason though. I mean, she's not imagining it, right? I got no idea what she's thinking. I told you, it doesn't make any sense to me. Did you try asking her why she thinks it was you? Yeah, but she just came out of nowhere and barged into my room, demanding that I return her precious ring. She wouldn't even let me speak. So you didn't do anything that could have led her to suspect you? It was you? I don't know, I mean, I can't remember. I see. I don't know what she's done. Chick must be crazy or something. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Tony. I bet you promised to... But I need you to promise you really didn't take the ring. Why the hell would I even touch your stupid ring? I mean, I may be many things, but I'm not that kind of guy who steals people's stuff. Yeah, I guess you're not. Now I think about it. You're not the sort who'd grab a person's wallet. Damn right. Glad you finally realized, man. I'm not a thief. That's why I need you to go on in there and convince her of the same. She's bound to listen to you. I don't have a chance in hell on my own. Yeah, well, let's hope you're right. Got a moment? Open doing this, right? Alright. Maybe. What do you want? It looks like you and Tony are having some sort of disagreement. You could say that. Her name is Marie Rivet. She moved into room 206 about a half a year ago. I don't know the first thing about her. Can you tell me what happened? My ring's been stolen, that's what. It was the guy from room 201. He did it. Why are you so convinced it was him? Simple. He was the only person around when it went missing. He stole it right out of my room. How can you be sure? He must have taken it this morning when I went to the vending machine in the lobby. I planned on going straight back to my room, so I left the door unlocked. Is that all you got to go on? Not quite. I passed him on the stairs on my way down. He was heading up to the second floor. I think he seized the opportunity to snoop around in my room and snatched my ring while I was away. So that's why you think it was him. Exactly. Seriously, that's the only reason you think it was him? It's gotta be. I'm sure of it. After all, he was the only person around, and when he went past my room and saw the door was unlocked, he... What? Well, it's no secret that he's short of cash, and I'm sure he's no stranger to taking other people's stuff either. No stranger? What the hell? So getting too close to the truth, am I? Don't play the innocent with me. I've seen you borrow money from other people in this building. I don't have to listen to this crap. Take it easy, Tony. Waving your fists around ain't going to help your case. Yeah, I know, man. Mr. Hyde, I don't know why he decided to involve you in this, but all I want is for him to return my ring. When exactly did the ring go missing? I'd say about an hour ago. When I got back from the lobby, my door was open. This was unusual, but I headed inside and soon noticed my ring was gone. It wasn't in the place I remember leaving it. I knew what had happened immediately. He stole it. What kind of ring was stolen? A diamond one. There was a 3-carat diamond ring with rubies on it. Sounds like it came with quite a price tag. It was very important. It was a very important ring to me. I got it as a present from someone special. Where did you leave the ring? Where? Inside my room, of course. But I don't see why I should share that sort of information with you. You see now, Mr. Hyde? Do you understand why I think he stole my ring? Not that I don't understand what you're saying, Marie, but Tony's telling me a different story. He swears he didn't take it. You tell her, Hyde. That's what I've been saying from the start. What would I want with the stupid ring anyways? How can you be sure it wasn't taken by someone who snuck into the building? After all, anyone can just wander in here. There are some weird people about. Like last night when I saw this suspicious lady in sunglasses going out to the door. Who the hell was that? You saw her too, right, Hyde? Yeah, I saw her. Well, I'm not convinced. It goes without saying that there are suspicious people around. But if you ask me, you're the most suspicious one of the lot. Will you just drop it already? Hey, get your hands off me. Tony. Huh? Can you people please keep the noise down? What's all this shouting in aid of anyway? Betty! You gotta hear me out. It's Marie. She's saying all kinds of crap about me. Yeah, she thinks you're stolen her ring, right? And keep your voice down unless you want the entire block to hear you. I'm being set up. What would I want her lousy ring? Marie? Yes? About the ring that you say was stolen from you. It's the diamond one you always wear, right? Yes, that's right. So, you've seen the ring before, Betty? Yeah, I've seen it. Don't know if the diamond's a real one or not, though. Of course it's real. I hate to say it, but I think you're pointing the finger at the wrong person, Marie. So it's settled. You do believe me after all. So down there, never said that. But I just think that your version of events is more believable than hers. What did you say? Marie, this isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened, is it? I don't know what you mean. Come on, think back. It was when you first moved into this building. You were ranting about some of your stuff going missing then too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you blame this whole thing on Billy from 205? In the end, though, it turned out that the moving company just messed up. What I'm trying to say is, before you go blaming Tony, why did you try searching your apartment again? If you really want to continue this ruckus, do it somewhere else. I can't hear myself think with all that shouting right outside my door. Betty has a point. After having her say, Betty retreats into her room. Marie, I'm not saying I believe Betty, but anyone can make a mistake, you know. And just what are you implying, Mr. Hyde? You should check your room again. You could get lucky and find your ring there after all. I've already checked everywhere. I told you it's not there. I hear you, but what's the harm of having one last look? Okay. Maybe we could take a look around my room one more time. But if I'm right, the ring doesn't show up. What are we going to do then? I don't know. Maybe you could take a look around Tony's room. I don't have a problem with that. Do you, Tony? Guess I don't. Then it's settled. But I have one condition, Mr. Hyde. You have to take my room. Me? Yes. You and Mr. Wolf seem to be friends, and you think he's innocent, so you need to be the one to check the room before you take it seriously. Then we'll see who's telling the truth. If you insist, I'll wait for you in my room. That just sounds like they did that so you have some gameplay. So we'll go to 206, I think. Alright. We're going to 206. See, remember when I told you that in Hotel Dust, the numbering on the doors were weird? Where they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and on one side, and then on the other side it started with 211. Here it's done correctly. The odd numbers are on one side, even numbers on the other side. Come in. Oh, there's a doorbell too. The door's open. I needed to do that. I can just imagine you just knocking on the door. Come in. And the door's open. Okay, I'm coming in. So this is Marie's room. Why'd you go ring my doorbell when you already knocked onto it? I figured it was one of those Simon Says thingy that if I didn't press a button, it wasn't going to open magically. Please come in, Mr. Hyde. Search as much as you like, but I doubt you'll find anything. Don't be so sure. I can be pretty thorough. Before I get started, though, I'm curious about something. Can you tell me where you left the ring this morning? Certainly. I put it on the table just in front of my sofa. I remember clearly putting it there. It's not there now. Remember clearly, huh? Do you normally wear the ring, Marie? Yes. But I do take it off and place it on my bedside table before going to bed. Any other times you take it off? Well, yeah. When I wash my face or if I'm cleaning dishes in the kitchen, for example. I usually take it off when I'm putting on my makeup. Okay, so okay, we're going to go to a dresser. I think this is her dresser, right? I think I'll have a peek in the closet. This is her closet. So a box of women's shoes are cluttered in the closet. Shoes look pricey. How many pairs of shoes does a dame need anyways? Shoebox with a blue lid. Can't see a price tag, but I bet these shoes were expensive. Okay. Well, that's it for the closet. What's this? It's a dresser with a huge mirror on it. Seems like someone looks like looking at herself. This chest of drawers looks like it's undergone some repair work. Various makeup bottles are set in front of the mirror. Sure has a lot of different kinds of makeup. Marie keeps her mirror clean and shiny. Well, that's a good thing. What's here? This so opens up and has a space to store things. Hello. There seems to be something lodged between the dresser and the chest drawer here. What's that? Looks like something shiny has dropped down between the furnitures. Well, what do we have here? Damn, looks like my manly arms are too big to fit into this gap. Hey Marie, what is it? Mind if I shift the dresser a little? Good luck. Thanks for the support. That dresser's fixed tight to the wall. There's no easy way of moving it. Good idea in my opinion. Wouldn't want it falling every time we had an earthquake. Then we may have a problem. Good, now what? What is it, Mr. Hyde? Looks like something has fallen between the dresser and the chest of the drawers. I'm going to get a closer look. Between the dresser and the chest of drawers? Yeah, but right between the two. Are you sure you're not just seeing things? I can't make much out of it at all. You never know. It could turn out to be your ring. Problem is, I can't get my arm and to pull it out. Got anything lying around we could poke in there to get it out? Like what? Doesn't really matter what it is, just has to be thin enough to fit into the gap. Nothing really springs to mind. If you find anything that looks likely to fit, feel free to give it a try. Great. Looks like I got another search on my hands. Okay. More to the cabinet beneath the flower page. This one. Wooden cabinet with 3 drawers. It's not the first I've seen, and it wouldn't be the last. Tape measure? Looks like there's a tape measure inside. Could be useful. You never know. Take the tape measure. If I use this tape measure, I might be able to pull the thing out. Can't pull it like that. Guess I needed to be a bit shorter. Magic! Perfect. Got it. I take the ring. Now perhaps I can put an end to this whole mess. Marie? What is it? So, does this look anything like the ring you claim was stolen? You found it? Yes. Didn't even break a sweat. I'm no expert on jewelry, but this looks like a pretty decent ring even to me. Definitely impressed by the big stone on it. Mr. Hyde, now you found my ring. Please hand it to me now. What's got into her all of a sudden? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm just keen to get my property back. Yeah, I guess you are. That's it. That's my ring. So that puts an end to it. Looks like you wanted to hang the wrong man after all when you blame Tony. Yeah, I'm not exactly proud of myself either. I mean, I did kind of jump the wrong conclusion. It happens. Just lost it when I noticed my precious ring had gone. Must be pretty special if you're that protective of it. It's one of the most treasured thing I have. It was a present for my older brother before he passed away. Marie reaches for the photo on the bookshelf. I suppose I'd better go and patch things up with him. Not sure if I can face him right away though. I'm still pretty embarrassed. It's bound to fly off the handle and start shouting at me again. You can't say you don't deserve it. What should I do? Tell you what, I'll have a word with him. See if I can't smooth things over a bit. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Here, you might as well take your stuff back too. I won't be needing it now. You got your ring back. I'll see myself out. Thanks again. I leave Marie's room. Okay. Go talk to Tony here. Seven lights. All right. How's everybody doing so far? Let's go here and talk to Tony. Tony. What is it, man? I found the ring in Marie's room. Seriously, you got it? It'd fallen down the side of her dresser. I knew it. I knew she'd got her facts all wrong. She also said she's sorry. Yeah, like she's gonna be enough to clear the air. Yeah, like that's gonna be enough to clear the air. It's about time I started hearing some serious apologies. I think you should go easy on her, Tony. She's really embarrassed, not exactly proud of what she said. Perhaps she should just let it slide this time. You heard what she said about me, right? Come on, Tony. We're all going to be cleaning out of these apartments soon. Do you really want to cause any more trouble for yourself? Yeah, maybe you're right. I think I'm man enough to take this one on the chin. Forgive her, forget it all. To you, I'm in the clear. I can't thank you enough for what you did. Can't imagine it would have gone this well if I'd asked anyone else. Guess all the detective training you got really paid off. Alright, we're gonna press this. Hey, hold on. Tony, how did you find out? About me being a detective, I mean. Heard it from Dylan. Dylan? How the hell did he know? Well, you must have told him or something. Like I'd tell a guy like him all my past. I haven't told anyone living in the building about that. That's so. Just figure that kind of info must have come straight from you. I was pretty surprised when I heard you used to wear a badge. Figured you must have been through something rough to make you quit. Meaning, hey, no need to give me the kind of look, I'm just thinking out loud. Looks like I crossed the line, huh? Oh wow. Is that the time? I gotta be at an audition. Catch you later, man. An audition? Yeah, and if I make it through, I'm gonna get me a live gig. And if that happens, drinks are on me. So he makes his way along the hallway and heads down the stairs towards the lobby. I won't hold my breath for those drinks. There's something about that tone, about what Tony said. What was it? So it looks like we're going to be talking to Dylan. How does Dylan know about my past? It's my pager. Better get back to my room. Suppose I should give Rachel a call. This is Red Crown. How may I help you? It's me. What's up? Ed just got back. I'll pass you over. What is it, Hyde? There's something we need to discuss. Yeah, well, it's a little late to start. I don't care how much you problem. I'm not going back on my decision. It's not about me getting fired yet. What the hell is this about? It's about an order. An order that made its way to me directly. What? There was an order sheet in my room when I got back yesterday. The message on it was vague. It goes like this. Find the Scarlet Star that disappeared at Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. You sure you got your facts straight? Orders shouldn't come directly to you at all. As far as the clients are concerned, they don't even know Kyle Hyde. You haven't been spreading what we deal with behind the scenes, have you? What do you take me for, an idiot? Whatever, ignore that order. In case you forgot, Red Crown. You can take that piece of paper and burn it. But Ed, what? It sounds like a bogus order to me. Think about it. Who's going to be after something that went missing 25 years ago? Just drop it. Besides, you've got more important things to do, like finding a job. Ed, I'm hanging up. A bogus order? Even if it does turn out to be bogus, how did it make its way to me? Speaking of strange, Tony heard I was a detective from Dylan, of all people. Something's not quite right about this. This is about time. I think it's about time Dylan and I got better acquainted. Alright. sip of my whistle. All right. So we're going to be talking to Dylan. All right. We have to go upstairs. And then we have to find... We go upstairs and just find Dylan. So the stairs are this way. Oh, I can see down the floor beneath me. Interesting. Huh? There's someone in the hallway. You got a moment? I got some questions I'd like to ask you. Questions to ask me? Yeah. Let me bend your ear for a bit. Are you going to tell me what it's about? Tony from 201 told me that you were babbling about me once being a detective. That's right. I think I did mention it to him. But he came and asked me about it first. He asked you about me? Right. Must have been about 2 weeks back. I was called to his room to take care of a door that wasn't closed properly. And after I fixed it, he asked if I'd like to grab a drink. That's when we started asking about you. I remember him asking if I knew anything about you. Care to tell me how you knew I used to be a detective? Just dropped up one day. Cropped up? What's that supposed to mean? I saw your name in an old newspaper article. An article? Right. It was an article about an undercover investigation in New York. When I read through, I noticed the name Kyle Hyde. I also noticed that you shot an undercover cop. One that was on the take. Not exactly through and through blue. When was the paper dated? I think it was from around 4 years back. Well, so far Dylan's story is lining up to the truth. Why did Tony want to know about me? He was going on about how he'd like to become your friend. And just wanted to know if I knew anything about you. So naturally, when he asked, I told him what I knew. All I said to him was that you're an ex-detective who works as a salesman. Where did you find this newspaper? Let me think. It was just a coincidence. I stumbled across this paper and noticed the article. Finding an old newspaper with stuff about me was a coincidence? Do you really expect me to buy that story? Honestly, I was on a job at the time. On a job? Yeah, I'm in the plumbing and repair business, so I often get sent out on jobs. I find myself in buildings and offices a lot. I even fix windows occasionally too. Thinking back, when I saw the article, I had just moved back from New York and was doing a job in someone's bathroom. The people had just moved in, and there was stuff all over the place, including an old newspaper someone left lying around. I just had lunch and thought I'd give it a read. That's when I saw your name. How far back was this? I don't know, 3 months? So, are we done with all the questions? Yeah, for now. Huh? Who's there? Here we go. You really should take your chat elsewhere. You're blocking the hallway. Sorry. Kindly get out of my way. This miserable guy's Frank Raver, grumpy old man. He occupies room 302 and has a tendency to skulk around late at night. If memory serves, you're Kyle Hyde, the guy living in the apartment below you, who incidentally has to put up with the racket you make walking around all night. I don't appreciate being accused of things, Mr. Hyde. This building may be old, but it's solid and unlikely to cause such disturbance. I'm telling you, I can hear every one of your footsteps loud and clear. Sometimes I can't even get a wink of sleep while you're stomping around. Looks like I misjudged you, Mr. Hyde. I had you pegged as the kind of guy who has more important things on his mind. Meaning what? Mr. Raver. Mr. Hyde is just trying to say that he's noticed some noise coming from your room. He's not trying to start an argument with you. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, I suppose I can try to take a little more care late at night. Gee, thanks. Bit of a cranky old timer we got here. While we're all here, I had a matter to bring to your attention, Dylan. You did? Yes. I see that someone left trash by the fire door on the 4th floor again. Not again. Who would be so careless? That's a good question. More importantly, we won't want an incident like before now, would we? I recommend you get up there and clear it up right away. Will do. Thank you, Dylan. Frank goes back into his room and disappears from sight. Which reminds me, I never got around to checking out the 4th floor. You take care of the repair work on the 4th floor too? Certainly do. But I thought that whole floor was disused. That's why it's out of bounds. All the rooms up there are remnants from when this place was a hotel. The fire door was sealed to prevent access. Having problems all the way up there just adds to the hassle. That's the last place we want things to go wrong. I'm going to have to leave you, Mr. Hyde. I have to get up there and sort things out. Dylan heads up the staircase. What's up on the 4th floor? Now my curiosity really piqued. Looks like Dylan already is here. What are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? I didn't think it was a crime to wander up here once in a while. That's true. Frank said something about some trash. Yeah, I already took care of it though. It's just a flyer from an old newspaper. No great mistake. So someone makes their way up here just to dispose of something like that. You'd be surprised, but it does happen from time to time. It's things like this that really gets to people. Just another one of the many problems with a building people can get into. In my opinion, you're asking for trouble if people can just walk in off the street. What kind of incident was Frank referring to? Sorry, I don't follow. Just now, outside room 302, Frank River said something about an incident. Said that there's something happened up here on the 4th floor. I'll write that. Care to share some details? It was a fire. It was nothing. Is that right? Yeah, nothing you need to worry about. Okay, I've got to make a move. Dylan makes his way to the stair and descends out of sight. Now I know something's up. He seems caught off guard when I asked. I've got an idea. The rooms up here have been left as they were when it was Hotel Cape West. I wouldn't mind having a better look around. So there's a scorch mark here, which indicates it was left behind the fire. I can still make out the scorch marks on the wall from some sort of fire. Looks like Dylan took care of the trash someone left behind. Okay. Looks like there's some sort of control panel attached to the wall. Okay, so I know what this is. So I don't need to play with this right now. Hold on, maybe I should check a little more. Fourth floor hallways is blocked by a hefty looking fire door. Let's see if the thing's locked or not. Damn. This can't be good. Now the alarm's ringing. So there's a panel right here. I'm gonna pause the simulator for a second. Let's see. Head to the bottom right corner of the screen and examine the control panels on the wall. The switches are in the on position. To turn it off, Tap both switches at the same time. It's easier to use your fingers here, sides of them. Okay, so this is going to require a trick. All right. Okay, so this one is going to be just like the last stream, the last game we did. Okay. All right. We're going to do a trick with the emulator. I think I had a... Let me go back to controls here, because I think I set up hot configurations. I thought I set up a pause. I did. All right. So I bet if I use these switches, I can stop the damn power from ringing. Alright. So, we're going to do the emulator again. So, alright. Because I can't do... Okay. So let me figure something else, because this is slightly different. Okay. I need to look up because this one's different. Because apparently I can't see how they do it. That says chapter 4. Well, I could try what the video showed and see if it works. So let me unpause this. So keep flicking back. Maybe one at a time just isn't working. Yeah, I can't flick them both together. Well, that worked that way. I don't know what I triggered to do that, and I don't know how anybody else triggered that, because the emulator is not designed to do that. So, again, another magic trick on the emulator. Though Desemume should allow for 2 stylus inputs. Maybe that'll be in their 1.0 update. Maybe somebody should suggest Desemume. How about we have 2 stylus inputs on the emulator? So if somebody has 2 stylus, they can actually use, because some people uses a drawing pad to play this game, and if they make it more compatible for a drawing pad like this that I'm using now to play this game, it probably would work a lot better, and they could use 2 styluses to play it. Finally, it stopped. Not a moment too soon either. Huh? Someone's coming. You again. Mr. Hyde, what have you done? Yeah, about that. I kind of made a judgment error and set off the alarm. A judgment error? More like you thought you'd open the door and start snooping around inside. Yeah, you got me. This is bad, real bad. What? Miss Patrice? Told you this was bad. Galen, care to explain what's going on here? For one, why was the alarm ringing just now? Let me explain. And just, what are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? I was just, well, it's not what you think, Mrs. Patrice. Then kindly explain it to me. The alarm went off because I thought it would be a good idea to conduct a test to see if the system was working properly. A test? At this time of day? Yes. Isn't that what happened, Mr. Hyde? Okay, before I pick the wrong answer, that's exactly what happened. It's just like he said, a test. Dylan asked me to give him a hand while he set it up. I see. Yeah, I asked him to help. I just figured that even though we're going to be leaving soon, it would be a good idea to make sure the safety measures are still working. Good thinking, Dylan. I can't tell you how grateful I am to you for taking such good care of this building. Now, if you'll excuse me. Mags walks away and goes downstairs. Thanks for covering for me there. It's not a problem. Now you're off the hook, and you might want to head back downstairs. Guess he's right. Think I'll take it easy in my room. Alright. Alright. After I returned from the 4th floor, I decided to take a load off and relax on the sofa. Hey there, Ancient One. Glad you could make it tonight. Still can't shake the mystery surrounding the order sheet I got. 4 o'clock already. Just in time to catch the show on the huge spark on TV. To be honest with you, I kind of forgot that. There's an old cartoon on. Japanese Spies. Don't think I watched that much as a kid. Today on News 5, we take a look back at Hugh Speck's career, from LAPD officer to candidate for LA mayor. Hugh Speck comes straight from the ranks of LA's finest, where he had a long and distinguished career. While in the LAPD, he cracked many high-profile cases, and even stumped out incidents of police corruption. One of his more famous cases happened in the 1950s. A crime ring named Condor was responsible for multiple jewel thefts all across LA. Speck was tireless in his efforts to bring Condor down. Then, 13 years ago, Speck entered the world of politics. As a politician, he continued down his path of justice. One could say that Speck was designed to lead the city. The election ahead will be very interesting indeed. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Hugh Speck. He was an officer in the LAPD during the incident involving my old man. It's true that back in the day, he solved his fair shares of cases. But in the one surrounding my dad, Officer Speck had a far lesser role to play. Okay, now how am I going to keep myself occupied? Still plenty of time until dinner. Maybe I'll take a long trip down to Lucky Cafes and grab a coffee. So in this game, I see that time flies quite fast in this game. And instead of how many hours you play, it's how many days. So that's pretty much how this story writes. Hey, I recognize that guy over there. Okay, hold on a sec. Things are going okay. It's been raining all day over here, so it's a little cool down here. Go down to the first floor to find Lucky's Cafe. Okay, so we're gonna talk to this person here. Well, hello there. Hi. I definitely know this guy. He's on the 3rd floor, and you're Kyle Hyde from room 202, aren't you? Yes. And you're Charles. Charles? Yes, Charles. Is there something wrong with my name? No. I get it. You forgot again, didn't you? You got me, kid. But it comes back to me. Your full name is Charles Jouent, right? Excellent. Might be a good idea to make a note of it or something, though. There's only 9 people in this building. It shouldn't be too hard to learn their names. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, kid. Some people find it very rude if you forget their names, you know? Trust me, I don't forget names on purpose. They just seem to slip through the cracks. I don't get around for presuming everyone remembers me either. Interesting attitude. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. That helps me understand the kind of people you are. Glad to hear it. Try to make the effort to remember my name from now on. Yes? When I forget a person's name, I feel terrible inside. I hear loud and clear. Kid's name is Charles Jouent. He came over an exchange student from France about a year ago. According to Betty, he has dreams of becoming a big-time movie director. Your buddies with Billy who used to live in 205, right? Yes, that's right. I remember Betty telling me a while back. Betty's lovely, isn't she? It's a shame that we won't be living in the same building as her for much longer. We've all got to leave this place after all. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, I heard the alarm bell ringing earlier. Do you know what happened? That was just a test, nothing special. A test? I thought it might have been something a little more exciting. Here we go again, I thought. Okay. Hey, you got a moment? What do you think happened? I thought it was happening all over again. What was? You know, like the panic about the fire from 2 weeks ago. I thought it was another fire. There was a fire here 2 weeks ago? Didn't you hear about that, Mr. Hyde? I didn't hear a thing, but then again, I was away on a trip at that time. It happened around lunchtime on a weekday. Do you know where the fire broke out? Yes. It was up on the staircase on the 4th floor. Interesting. Yes. I heard that someone came into the building and started it. Luckily, someone spotted it and put it out right away. So the building didn't suffer any lasting damage. Who put the fire out? I'm pretty sure it probably was Dylan. Mr. Raver, the old man? Okay, Frank Raver from 302? Yes, that's him. Mr. Raver hadn't noticed the fire. Who knows what might have happened? By the way, Mr. Hyde, what are you going to do after you leave this place? I haven't quite worked that out yet. Me either. I haven't even started looking for a new apartment. I really like this place, and despite it being a little old and run down, you and me both, kid. I'll see you later, Mr. Hyde. Charles says goodbye and leaves. Okay. So what we got here? Okay. Alright. Fire 2 weeks ago. Please head to the cafe again. So, let's see. Oh, hey. That's some fine smelling food. Huh? It's Frank. You again. I'm bumping into you a lot lately, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Raver. Good timing. I have some things I'd like to ask you. What is it? What is this, an ambush? Charles told me that you came across a fire on the 4th floor 2 weeks back. I did, yes. What about it? Are you in the habit of wandering around in and out of bounds areas? What can I say? I get bored easily. I don't have a job to go to anymore either. Plus, it's good for my health to climb up and down the stairs. I thought for a moment you had something interesting to ask me. Goodbye. Frank slips away towards the staircase. Well, isn't that sad? Lucky's Cafe. Best food and raw caffeine in town. It's worth the trip downstairs just for the aroma of freshly ground coffee. I see a Christmas tree. Hi. Welcome to Lucky's Cafe. Oh, Mr. Hyde, nice to see you. Today's coffee is a straight Guatemalan mineral roast. Sounds good. I'll take one of those. Coarsely ground and black. Gotcha. Can I get you something to go with that? That's the $1,000,000 question. Maybe I can tempt you with today's special dessert. We've only got one left. Made it myself, which makes it an extra special. Yeah, why not? I'm sure you won't regret it. The perky waitress is Claire Reagan, the daughter of the cafe owner. She's always cheery and keeps the customers coming back. Guess you'll be taking your regular spot, right? Right. I have a habit of always sitting at the same seat when I come here. Sitting here enjoying a good coffee is one of the best things about this place. Here you go. Today's coffee and one of my special desserts. My own handmade plum truffle. I took a dried plum, filled it with a wonderful fruity chocolate garnish, then covered it with a slightly bitter taste of chocolate for edgy flavor. It all adds up to a deliciously sweet dessert. I hope you like it, Mr. Hyde. It certainly looks tasty. Bon appetit. Claire drifts away from the table after delivering my order. There's an appetizing looking combination of coffee and a dessert on the table. That's a fine aroma. Ancient One, you want a cup of coffee? How about some dried plum truffle covered in chocolate? They look delicious, don't they? I'm sure Di will probably take the dried plum truffles. She probably doesn't care too much about coffee. Which is very explanatory. The fragrance of coffee takes me away from my troubles, if only for a while. Well, Mr. Hyde. Huh? Looks like I can stay away from your coffee. Looks like I can't stay away from your coffee for too long, can I? Glad to hear it. How you finding today's blend? Let me see. Full flavored, slightly bitter, and with a fine aroma to boot. Isn't it spectacular? Got my hands on some top-notch beans. A little darker, but ground coarsely and dripped slowly. giving it a richer taste. I find it pays to add a little more than you think you need to. Well, it sure beats the instant crap. I'll take that as a compliment. This guy's name is Sidney Reagan. He's Claire's father. And he owns this place. He can dig his heels in when he wants, but he likes to talk and we get along well. Say, what did you think of the dessert? Be honest now. It was great. How great exactly? You know, just great. I thought you'd say something like that. He had to say that same thing twice. For me, I find that adding some liquor really sets the taste apart from the rest. Liquor? Adding just the right amount boosts the impact on the garnish. Helps to balance the taste of the plums and cocoa too. If you tried a dessert I put together, chances are you'd be pinning for another. How come you don't tell Claire all this? Don't get me wrong, it isn't like I haven't tried. She's just not interested in my take on recipes. Tells me to keep them to myself. She's in the habit of ignoring my good advice. Sometimes I think I can even see my ex-wife's personality poking through. By the way, Mr. Hyde, do you know the customer sitting over there in the back? Which one? Him over there. The guy in the sunglasses. There's a thrifty looking guy sitting in the back wearing sunglasses. There's always that guy. He's a friend of yours, Mr. Hyde? Never laid eyes on him before. Strange. He seems to know all about you. What? He came around asking questions and everything. I just figured he must be a friend of yours. Looks like I got it all wrong though. Sidney finally finishes speaking and leaves the table side. Who's the guy and how does he know about me? Hey, got a moment? It depends. Firstly, who the hell are you? Sidney said you know who I am. But I've never even met you before. Time to start talking, pal. Is that right? Yeah, why don't we begin with your name? Your name's Foster. Rex Foster. So, he calls himself Rex Foster. This must be the guy that called Mom and Rachel. Farley, I got a face to put to that name I keep hearing. You've been busy making a lot of calls, it would seem. What are you after? I don't seem to remember asking for a guy like you to follow me around. Yeah, okay, you got me. Hey. Got a reason for staring at me? Something on my face? Yeah, you could say that. Just thinking. You really have got the face of a detective. What's my face got to do with anything? But let's get back on track. What exactly do you want from me? About time you asked. I was hoping to ask you some questions is all. Questions? Yeah, to begin with, why did you choose to live in this particular building? No reason. Just kind of wound up here. Pull the other one. That's not the reason. You set up here because of the place once being Hotel Cape West. Got no clue what he's babbling about. Make you think, did I? Let's try another question, shall we? What's your attitude, buddy? You try to hide the fact there was some trouble today on the second floor, too. How do you know I was a detective? Now that would be telling. Don't play the innocent with me. You better start talking real quick. Let's just say a little bit of research on you went a long way. So you're researching me now, aren't you? It's called profiling, which is illegal. Care to elaborate on that? Who the hell are you? Hey, easy. You're not the only person I'm looking into. That's supposed to make me feel better? Can't really tell you anything right now. Speaking to you could be quite dangerous, Kyle. Cut the crap. And define dangerous. If you know too much, you might feel inclined to get in my way. Why would I want to get in your way? I don't even know you. I never said you do it on purpose. Guys like you just tend to get in the way. You're making less and less sense as you go along. You may have left the force to seek out a life without too much excitement. But guys like you just get a whiff of a case and switch right back to their old ways. And that's precisely why I can't afford to have you get in my way. Guys like me? You want to explain that to me? Oh, I'm sure you understand just fine. Trouble? What are you talking about? So, you're saying nothing happened, are you? You can choose other questions. Okay. Right, nothing happened. Fair enough. I just wanted to ask. What does this guy think he is? That's me done. I'm leaving. Hey, hold it. Not so fast. Take it easy, Kyle. There's plenty of time for you to sit down and chat, you know. Rex says his piece and leaves. Who does this guy think he is? He's to hide. Huh? So, who was that guy? His name is Rex Foster. Seems he's been gathering information about me. Why would he do that? Are you in some sort of trouble? Not that I know of. He wasn't a detective, was he? Trust me, he was no detective. More likely working for some lousy agency or a third-ranked newspaper. Yeah, I guess you're right. He seems like a weirdo right from the moment I laid eyes on him. Sometimes he'd have his notebook open on the table. Seems like when he thought of something, he'd write it down. Notebook? Yes. Then he'd read his notes back to himself. It bugs me every time I see him. What made you think he was weird? For one, he's been coming here all the time, starting 2 or 3 days ago. Spending long hours with just a single cup of coffee staring at my customers. And also, there's more. He goes around asking all kinds of questions, such as about stuff from the past mostly. What kind of notes has he been making? When I took his coffee over once, I nearly caught a glimpse of his notes. But he noticed right away and snatched his notebook shut. Asking about stuff from the past, like what? He tends to be fixated on this building's past, when it used to be a hotel. That's quite a while back. It is. He also asked about something that happened 13 years ago. He never revealed his motives about why he was so interested in the particular event. What happened in this hotel 3 years ago, or 13 years ago? That's a tough question, and I appreciate if you kept this to yourself. Miss Patrice asked me to avoid talking about it. She seemed especially keen to keep it from the people living in the apartment. What happened? I think I can trust you not to spread it. Promise to hide. If the truth be known, when this building was still a hotel, there was a murder here. On top of that, the case was never solved. A murder. I'm trying to think here. Could this have been involved with his dad? Speculations rolling in my head. An unsolved murder? What do you know about the incident? I don't think I'd better go into any details, Mr. Hyde. Come on, it's only this much. The thing is, someone involved in the incident is rather close to me. There are also those who are keen to forget about the incident once and for all. Please understand, I'm just not happy to continue discussing it. One more thing. What is it? That Rex Foster guy seems to be after information concerning that murder. He could be a reporter. The more I think about it, the more it fits. A shady character like him would make a perfect reporter for one of those gossip magazines. I'll bet money that's where he's from. Could be. Turning to the subject, Mr. Hyde, have you decided who's going to get your vote? I haven't quite made my mind up. The media seems to be focused on the ex-congressman. I personally don't like the idea of him winning though. Really? Why is that? I just find that guys like him with police backgrounds such can be suspicious. Be a bit suspicious. I've got a friend who swears this guy was on the take during his days on the force. He said he was also into racketeering, among other things. We're talking about Hugh Speck, right? I've never heard those names. Well, it's politics, right? Everyone, at least, is corrupt. It won't be easy for whoever becomes mayor. Lowering the crime rate will be tough. Ain't that the truth? Hey, did you hear about the robbery at the jeweler near here yesterday? Cindy put the paper down on the table. This kind of crime gives people like me the jitters. It reminds me of a very similar incident a while back. Dad? Yeah? We've got orders queued up over here. Can you come back to the counter for a while? Sure thing, I'll be right over. Duty calls, Mr. Hyde. I'll catch up with you another time. do you mind if I take a look at the newspaper? Not a problem, take your time. City makes his way back behind the counter. Okay, let's take a look at the newspaper. Sydney's newspaper is on the table. It reads, December 19th, 1980. New development in serial jewel robbery cases. With regards to the succession of jewel burglaries that have taken place recently, the Los Angeles Police Department announced a new lead that the culprit could be a jewelry thief ring called Condor. Based on the information that a woman with a black hat had been witnessed at the crime scene before the incident, this group once frightened the whole nation, and there are fears that their reign of terror is beginning once more. This woman in this article sounds just like the woman I saw outside the building yesterday. Things have been more hectic than usual since yesterday. Guess there's only one thing for it. If I think back over the events, maybe I can clear a few things up. December 19th, 1980. My alarm clock woke me up as usual, but just after I got myself back to sleep, the phone rang and got me up again. The one who woke me up with a ridiculously early phone call was No, it wasn't Tony. Yep, it was Jenny. Right. It was Mom who decided it would be a good time to call then. She's currently living in New Jersey by herself. As I finished speaking with Mom, Rachel called. Well, she and Mom had very similar stuff to tell me. They both said, so I'm going to have to tap on here so you can read this. It says they had a call by Rex Foster. They wanted to know about work. And then Ed was angry. No, they didn't talk to him about work. It would be, yes, this one. That's right. Both Rachel and Mom said that they received a phone call from the same caller. They said his name was Rex Foster, and they were keen to find out whether he was an acquaintance of mine or not. After catching the TV show about the candidate whose speech Ed went to hear, Tony got me caught up in some crazy situation, just like always. Who was the second floor occupant that swore Tony stole her ring? Who was she? Correct. It was Marie. Right. It was Marie from room 206. She'd somehow got into her head that Tony was a master thief. I was co-seated into taking a look around Marie's room to prove Tony's innocence. Turns out the ring had just fallen behind some furniture. After I proved Tony was innocent, he expressed his gratitude. As we talked, he mentioned he knew I used to be a detective. Tony got this information from who? Nope. This was before we were encountered by Frank. This was also before we encountered Charles. That's right. After squeezing him for facts, he finally told me that it came from Dylan. Dylan's the quiet guy who lives in 304. He takes care of the general repairs around here. He found my name in an article from a 4-year-old newspaper. Funny how coincidences like these seems to happen around me. As the day went on, I had the urge to go to Lucky's Cafe downstairs. Figured I'd head down there, grab a coffee, and take a breather. Imagine my surprise at finding none other than Rex Foster there. The cafe owner told me Rex had been asking questions. He was asking about he was not asking about the jewelry theft. That was what we read in the newspaper. An incident 13 years ago would definitely be the answer to this one. Right. The owner told me that Rex had asked about what happened 13 years ago. Can anybody take a guess on what happened 13 years ago? Other than a murder happened. Because that's all we know. You know what I forgot? And I noticed it's been on here for the entire stream. It says RPG Maker on here. Well, I don't have the last window logo on here, so I will kindly change that to Hotel Dust for now. And then by next stream, I will make sure I put last window on there. Well, it's been a few years since I've actually seen this game, but I think the murder that you're all going to probably find out, if I am right, yeah, we'll be ending here soon. This is the end of chapter 2 anyways. We may learn something about Kyle Hyde's dad's murder. When the apartments were still a hotel. He turned out to be the same guy who's been calling around for information about me. Now I find out he's after facts surrounding what happened in the past here. Unlucky for me, he chose not to let me in on his secret and left. December 19th, 1980. Despite the apartments being due to close, I spent the entire day embroiled in conversation with the other residents. Turned out to be a pretty useful for gathering facts on past and present events here, especially the unsolved murder that happened 13 years ago. The sudden appearance of Rex Foster in the cafe today made me feel uneasy. It set my mind spinning back to the mysterious order sheet I found in my room. I think I'm just beginning to register the fact that there's something more to this building than meets the eye. There's some sort of secret to be found here, I'm sure of it. We can now read the events of chapter 2 in the last window. We're going to save our progress. So before I close off here, I want to reset the emulator. Oh. I have to read the book in the game? Wow. I honestly did not expect that. Okay, it's going to load the game in. Okay, I just wanted to check because it said I could read the chapters. Read the chapters again if I wanted to go back and look at it. But I will BRB for a second. I'm back. I had to BRB for a sec, die. But we are going to find somebody to raid. Okay, let's take a look at who we have available. You can drop in the raid hashtag, die. Yeah, go ahead and do the command. Trying to find somebody to raid. Notifications on live streams aren't working right. You know what we're gonna do? We'll just go ahead and raid Light Gazer. Doing Minecraft. Make sure I'm a lot of respect. Go in there, show them some love, and treat his streams as you would treat my streams. I know some of you have already been in there before, but if you have not been in there before, he does not tolerate anybody who acts out. So I would ask you all to be kind. Go over there, drop the raid hashtag, and show him the love. Okay? Alright, and we're going to drop his link here. And that'll be it for me for tonight, guys.